I wanted to walk everybody through how to apply for their licensure in the state of Ohio. So you are going to go to dental.ohio.gov first, which is the Ohio State Dental Board's website. Click on licensure and choose dental hygienist. They do let you know who to call if you need any help, but if you guys do need help, feel free to always ask me or Mrs. Trenalone and we will walk you through. But this website shows a lot of, or gives a lot of the information that it's pretty straightforward, so hopefully you don't have any concerns about anything. They do want you to have the required documentation all ready to go before you start your application. And they want to let you know that if you do apply and you're forgetting something or something's not correctly attached, they will notify you via email, and it may take up to 20 calendar days to process your application. So come on down here. These are lots of important tabs for you to look at. There's a couple that you're going to need access to first. For applying for your licensure application is right here. If you have questions about your continuing education, if you do the OHAS when you get your permit, the information is here. And your permissible practices of a dental hygienist form is also located all right here. So come back up, click on Initial Dental Hygienist Licensure Application, and the first few things with the blue links are going to be the laws to let you know, or for you to decide if you have met these requirements to become a hygienist in the state of Ohio. So what's required? You click on that, the laws will pop up. Let us know that you need to be at least 18, have good moral character, be a graduate of an accredited school of dental hygiene, pass your board exams, and pass your NERB exam. So NERB and National Board exams, I'm sorry. Next is a licensure application, and it will tell you what you need to do to be able to apply. There is this Ohio law and the conditions to let, who can be a dental hygienist or who can actually practice dental hygiene. So a licensed dentist can do dental hygiene, one who's obtained a license from our state board that can practice dental hygiene, and someone who has a license in another state, but they are practicing as a volunteer. So coming on down, there's a few things they say. Make sure you have all the following items before you begin your application. You cannot start the application and then stop and then start and then finish. They want it all completed in one setting. You need to be a graduate of an accredited dental hygiene school, which all of you will be, and provide evidence that you have passed your NERB board exam. We're going to come on down. There's some other little information that they just want to let you know. Make sure that the address that you're using is the same address for both mailing and your public address. But the first required thing that you're going to need is a criminal records check. This does not get uploaded in your application, but you click on it and it gives you the information needed for your background check. Here is the address where they will send the results to, and it will tell you, it has a little link if you want to click on that to decide where you would like to go get your background check. So that is something that you guys can do shortly to get ahead and start working on. So now, what do you need to upload for your application? The first thing is your identification photo. This can be like a passport photo. If you don't want to spend the money for the passport photo, you can stand behind a blank wall and have somebody take your professional photo. Make sure that it's only from the head up, maybe shoulders a little bit. You can smile, but it needs to have no filters so that it's definitely you. Proof of your Hep B immunity. You all should have probably had your Hep B vaccine to be into the dental hygiene program. So dig that out and find proof that you have your immunity. Then if you have chosen not to be vaccinated, here is the waiver form, but I think everybody has been vaccinated. Next is your medical report. So you do need to visit a physician and have a physical. You will click on that link, print this off, and have your physician fill that out. Next you need to do is the jurisprudence exam. So this was brought up a couple weeks ago in Mrs. Wanamaker's class. I did not want you to get this confused as a board exam, because it is not. It is a licensure exam. It is the laws that will cover the state of Ohio. So you do have to get above a 75 to pass. When you click on Dental Practice Act, everybody should know what this is. You utilized it the first week in the semester when we did our practice Ohio law exam. And here are all the laws. So this is Ohio Revised Code. You scroll down, you can find all the answers to every question that is on the on the licensure exam. Here are the questions. You can click on this. Go ahead and print it off if you'd like. And every question on the exam is here with the answer, or with the multiple choice answers. Next is going to be your answer sheet. So print this off at the same time as you answer the questions. You will fill it out on here. And then you do need to have this notarized to prove that this was you who took the board exam. Why do I keep calling it a board exam? It's not a board exam, your licensure exam. I'm sorry, this has got me confused when someone else called it a board exam. We're going to click out of that. So the good news about this exam is the final exam in trends is actually this jurisprudence exam. So you will take it as part of this class. At the end, you will find what answers were right, what answers were wrong, and then you may copy those answers to the answer sheet here and have it notarized. So you don't have to submit it and think, oh my gosh, I'm going to get below a 75%. You should be submitting knowing you're getting 100% because you've already taken this exam as part of this course. Now, the next thing is you need to prove that you graduated from an accredited school, which is Owens. And the best thing we like to do for this is the day after you graduate, which I know you're currently not going to have a graduation ceremony, but we have a date set. When you officially have graduated, the next day or the following Monday, you will make an appointment with Mrs. Tronalone. She will walk you over on the college. They will seal it, sign it, to prove that you actually did graduate from this school. And then she will sign it. This cannot be completed until the semester is completed. So please do not ask for her to sign or give you a certificate to prove that you've graduated until after you have graduated. You'll be able to click on this certificate, and this is what will be filled out by Mrs. Tronalone. She is the director of the program. She will walk it over and get this sealed by the actual college. You may want to, as a team, contact Mrs. Tronalone, a week before your set graduation date. Ask her if the class can schedule a time with her, say Monday at noon, and see if she is available so that you all can meet and get it taken care of at the exact same time. So the next thing you're going to need is your proof that you have passed your national board exam. You can upload the paper scorecard, it says, or use a Word doc to show proof that you have taken it and you have passed. You're going to come on down here, and then you are going to go to, you need to have a valid credit card, I'm sorry. We are in the year 2020, so it is an even year. Your fee is going to be $184. And after you have all these items, you're ready to go, you can click on the eLicense Ohio portal. There's two places to find that. On this page, it's right here with this link for you. The other would be if you come over here to eLicense Ohio. But let's click here. You can do a lot of things on this, but your first thing you want to do is log in or create your account. I'm an existing user, so I'm not going to use that, but you would come over here and it's going to ask you a few questions. Do you have a license? Do you not have a license? Well, you currently do not have a license, but you want to create your new account. So here's where you will put all of your information. Once you do that, you can submit it. It will pop open, and that's where you're going to be able to start uploading what you want to put for your application. Another handy thing about the e-license is that you can verify that somebody has a license. So you may get an email right away that says, yes, you're officially licensed. But say prior to that, you had an interview at a dental office and you said, I'm waiting for my licensure, it should be here anytime. They can look you up to make sure that you are licensed or see if it has been approved yet. So I'm going to put myself in here so I can show you. And come on down here. Oh, and there I am. So this is me, Brittany Elizabeth Moore. I am a dental hygienist. Here is my license number. I am active, my city, state. Here's my EFTA one. I'm active. Say I renewed and there's some issues and I'm being audited. It would let you know right here also. So this is a great way for employers to be able to look to make sure that they are hiring somebody who actually has their dental hygiene license. So right now, that is all you have to do for your application. You guys are on a little bit of a hold. You can't really do anything quite yet, just because I'm not sure how long we all will be stuck in our houses. However, read over the PowerPoint, know what you need to have, make a list of what is needed. You can look over the medical report. You can eventually make your doctor's appointment to get this. One thing you need to know about that is that it must be completed within 6 months of the application. I am praying we are not stuck in our houses for 6 months, but know that you can't get it and then it expire. You would have to have another one. Same with the fingerprint. I believe there is a time restraint on that. Let's see if it says. It does not, but I know it's only good for so long. So you can make a list of what you need to do, but I would be a little cautious on scheduling anything quite yet. So one other thing I wanted to show you on this, where we kind of started, if we go here and there's all these tabs, right? So you're going to do your initial dental hygiene licensure application. Now next year, you will have to renew. So you can go to the click on the renew. It will tell you what courses you need to take. There is a log because we are renewing all online. So as you complete CEs, you can fill it out on this form and keep track of it, because you will need to turn this in after or once it's time to renew. And here is where you would reapply. Renewal, there's the cost of it. If it's late, it costs extra. If you decide to do OHASP, you can click on that. It will give you your initial application and the information needed for it. And then this is another document that you must have wherever you are working. It's something great that you can print off and fill out and have in your folder that has your resume, your cover letter, your CPR, your Hep B, all of that. Go ahead and print and have this already filled out so that you know that you have it when you're going to work at an office. Here's the actual document. And it gives all the information. But this must be maintained in the dental office that you are working if you are going to be doing any of these things listed. And then you would show proof. So proof that you have your local anesthesia certificate or duty or whatever it's called. Your nitrous is right here. You can scroll on down. Monitoring's right here. If you get to the point that you have worked for 1 year as a dental hygienist and you've worked over 1,500 hours, and you've taken a 4-hour medical emergencies course, you are able to practice without the dentist being in the office. So this is where you would prove all of that. So this is just a great document that is needed and required for all hygienists. If you have any questions figuring out how to apply for your licensure, please let me know. Once again, review the PowerPoint that's listed and mess around on here so you can kind of see what is needed and make sure that you have everything ready to go once you are ready to apply.